Welcome to the third video of this tutorial. Now we will talk about the fact that this is actually a competition, so it's a battle against each other. As you can see here, each game consists of a number of players. Usually we'll play with about 40 to 50 people in one competition. If we play games with more than 40 or 50 people, we'll start up a second competition, to make it a little bit more realistic that you will be able to win. All the people in the game are actually grouped together in teams. So usually we'll play the game with about 4 to 10 different teams. In each team there will be 4 to 6 different people. Sometimes we play with a little bit smaller teams, such as like 2 people or 3 people even. Sometimes we'll play with bigger teams, such as 6 or 7. It's dependent on basically what you want. The teams, they battle against each other in the game. So in the end of the game, it's very simple. There will be a winner, there will be a number 2, there will be a number 3, and so on. So what you should realize is that basically it's a closed competition. So when you are playing the game in a number of rounds, there will be no new teams entering and there will be no teams leaving. There is a possibility that you will go bankrupt in the game if you play not very well. Then there is a possibility that you will go bankrupt, and then usually we'll have a discussion with the facilitator or the lecturer of the university on how to reintegrate you back into the game. But usually it's a closed game. That means that the competition dynamics are working only around the teams that are currently playing. In the game, the market size can grow. If you all perform very well, the market starts growing only because of the sales that you as companies will generate throughout the game. The market can also become a little bit smaller. If you guys are entering, for example, a time of crisis or an economic downturn, you will have a much smaller market to operate in. It doesn't mean that your performance will go down. You can have, for example, a bigger chunk of the market, a bigger chunk of a small market, which is a good performance, or you can have a very small chunk in a very big market, which is not a very good performance. So it's all about gaining market shares and being able to adapt to the market changes. But in the end, the number of teams will not change. The number of companies that are playing in this market will not change. What we say in order to understand how you can actually win the game is not by generating as much sales as you want or creating the best enough the solutions that you want. But what we see is that the teams that always win the game are the teams that learn that are learning faster than the other teams. So we'll use a quote of Eric Ries from the Lean Startup from that. He said the only way is to win is to learn faster than anyone else. And that's basically the core mechanism of the game. If you're able to learn, you can win the game. So it's about learning. It's not about being the most knowledgeable or something like that, or the one with the biggest muscles. The scope of the game is you are of course dealing with innovation. But the scope of the game is that you're actually operating as a company in a business to consumer market. So that means that you are not in a business to business market. So you're not delivering to other companies, but you are creating a product or service that you are directly delivering to customers in the market. So you're a business to consumer company. Moreover, you are operating in a high-tech sector. So you are creating complex high-tech products that take a few years to create. So what we see in the game is that we'll use an innovation funnel, and we'll talk about that later. But it takes a few years to create something to build something that starts with an idea and to build it into a solution that is ready to go onto market. This is similar as it works in a high-tech industry. So what we always say, but the game is a little bit on another level, so it's not really necessary to understand exactly what products you're making. But what we say is, remember, you're in a high-tech industry and you are delivering to consumers directly, because that will give you an indication of what kind of company you are. That means that you could be, for example, a mobile phone company, or perhaps a company that creates health tech, products or something like that. Yeah, so these are the markets that you will be operating in this game, and where the simulation is based upon. Yeah. Thank you very much. This was the third video, and we'll continue with another video soon. Thank you very much for watching.